The most diverse city in the whole of the nation. But for years, one party has dominated.
Just gone Tower Bridge. We've got the Shah just over there. Labour all over the shop.
All over the shop. Labour are very dominant in central London.
That, however, looks set to change.
I was a big fan of Labour up until recently.
Voters here are being swayed further left and right than ever before. On the rise too, disenchantment.
I just feel when I grew up, you had a lot of respect for politicians. Now, you know, if I see them walking down the street, I'd more like hit them in the face rather than say hello.
Welcome to London. 21 of the city's 32 boroughs are Labour run. Chug along the Thames all the way from Barking and Dagenham in the east to Hounslow in the west, and you are always touching a Labour run council.
In fact, in every single local council election in London in the last 20 years, Labour has gained seats.
Is that going to continue?
I think that won't continue. There was a really interesting indication, I think, of how much of London could vote in the recent Gorton and Denton by-election. The Greens won an astonishing victory there. The demographics were made up of lots of ethnic minority voters, but also students and educated voters as well as the white working classes.
The city is evolving. Where once were mere railway arches, now there's the odd sauna and plunge pool. Tastes are changing.
Let's make it quick.
Local election, who are you going for?
Well, normally I'm a Labour man, but Labour are a shoo-in in this constituency, and frankly I don't think they've been performing too well. It'll probably be a protest vote, to be perfectly honest.
It's a toss-up between Green and Labour, probably.
Looking at the parties, who do you like the look of at the moment?
I think definitely Greens these days, or Independent, probably.
You say these days?
Yeah.
A couple of years ago, would that have been the case?
No, I was a big fan of Labour.
So what's changed in the last few years?
There's been a lot of things that have been sliding to the right and betraying a lot of like working class voters and people of colour, also refugees and basically minorities, even like trans healthcare and LGBT rights and all this stuff.
That's quite a long list.
Yes, for sure.
There is one other issue to add to that list. There's an organisation which has worked for 30 years to empower black voices.
Historically, how important has the black vote been for Labour?
The black vote historically has always gone for Labour.
Is that still the case?
It is contestable now. The work that Operation Black Vote does in going up and down the country and have done in our 30 years of existence has always been the foundation of black people feeling that Labour should be their home. And over the years that's changed and is changing, and I think that in these unprecedented times we have a lot of people saying that Labour has taken our vote for granted.
These elections, local elections, and specifically in London, what do you think is going to happen to the black vote?
Well, I think there's a big issue about voter turnout. We're finding that people are saying, well, what's the point? And I think that there are going to be a number of shocks in the local elections, and the black vote, or the lack of the black vote in some areas, will be that which has made a difference.
Because of people just staying at home
People are just staying at home and not turning up. I think parties ignore black communities at their peril.
These may be local elections, say pollsters, but they're being shaped by what happens nationally. And what unfolds in London, they say, could have a disproportionate effect on what happens in here.
The voters I have spoken to, at any rate, are really viewing these local elections through more of a national lens.
Okay, so it's all based on presumably what Keir Starmer is or isn't doing.
Look, a lot of it is based on there.
Aren't most people around the country can be looking at this saying, who cares about London? Why is this one so important?
So if we look at all the councillors up for grabs in England, more than a third of them are going to be contesting their seats in London. And the second thing is that Labour have so many MPs in London. So in Greater London, it has 75 constituencies. The vast majority of those are held by Labour MPs. So if you're thinking about Labour MPs, sitting around in Parliament, in the tea rooms and their mood, what happens in London will matter an awful lot.
London is no homogenous mass though. The Liberal Democrats and the Conservatives are hoping to make gains too in this collection of distinct towns, locales and identities, with people constantly looking for the new thing.
It is a great sport when you get into it, but there could be an element of snobbery in some places against pickle.
Now, the last couple of years, Pickle's the upstart on the block. The old guard are a bit snobby about it, don't want it around.
Possibly, but not here, fortunately.
But not here,
Yeah.
fortunately. I mean, some would say that's not all that dissimilar to the politics around here.
Possibly. I'm not commenting on politics, not at all.
The upstarts are coming from both left and right.
Well, I think it's going to be a difficult one, isn't it?
Why?
Reform seems to be in the ascendance, and nothing seems to be able to stop them at the moment.
I'm not sure yet. Might be Conservative, probably be Reform, I think. I've always voted Conservative around here, but I think the problem is if we split that vote, Labour might get in, who knows.
What was once considered certainty in this melting pot is certain no more. In 2 weeks, a political seismic shift may shake the ground of the capital with shockwaves that could reverberate throughout the entire nation.